Here we go. My day was good. Oh, God. Hello. Huh. Weird. Our guy is struggling, isn't he? Got that hot facial scarring, though, that everyone just loves. I ate games like this up as a kid. That's awesome. What the hell? What fresh hentai hell did we run into? And when was your birthday? Jesus. Okay. I wonder. Settings. Okay. Let me see. As you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont. Oh, this is the one that we read already. Okay. So we'll grab that folding camera. Casebook contains your main case, which reflects your overall story progress. You can work on more than one side case at the same time. Cases contain information about investigations in the form of evidence. Some pieces of evidence have icons that hint at what action to perform. Dialogue, use item, take a photo, search archives, search location. Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind palace, and take photos. A white frame in the camera viewfinder indicates you are aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations and pin it on the map that you plan to route. To plan your route. Try your current goal. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Okay. Casebook. I don't have a map yet. We have no side cases. And nothing for our mind palace.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Damn right. Yes. Why is that him? That's what it should be.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oh, that was weird. Gunpowder, coil springs, 2 shell casings. Okay. Is there anything else to get here? Oh, hold on. Oh, in the title. I was gonna say, because the other one said officially by Twitch. There we go. Fix. Better. Jeez. Photo of a trophy plate. All evidence collected.
Now get out.
Okay. Rude.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der
Oh.
Berg, at your service. I did promise
That's
to
fair,
meet
him.
you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas,
Seems
now
very
is not
proud.
its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Interesting.
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to
I mean, we
reach.
reached it.
But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it.
It's like Venice, but
despite
faster.
the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr.
Rude.
Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Okay.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakland.
Yeah, sure thing.
By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can
Where
I
is
find
he?
Mr. Throgmorton?
What a
Don't worry,
name.
You can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to
Ooh.
stand out.
Is this who I think it is?
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Sounds like a
Only
real
place
asshat.
to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not, I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Sounds like a great place.
Sounds charming.
Yeah, not at all.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Nice.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth.
Helpful.
This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn.
I love this game apparently does not hold your hand when it comes to like figuring things out, and I love that.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded
Of course you do.
intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now,
Okay.
I think.
Let's get to
Thanks
exploring.
for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Okay. Activate the map. So, this game came with, and I think this is awesome. I actually want to start framing a lot of these, but you're probably not going to be able to see this. But it came with like a map of the city that I'm super into because it's kind of like that old style map. I'm hitting the mic. It's awful. I'm a terrible human. It's okay. We'll live. Alright, so there's our boat. That is... let me see. So I probably don't need that pinned. Find Robert Throgmorton. And a key to the room of the Devil's Reef Hotel. Okay. So we get that. Wait, I do need... Okay, Oakmont City... What did it call that? Oh, that's the port. Zoom out. We have the Chronicle, Police Department, Hospital, Asylum, University, City Hall. Where's the hotel at? Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So the game doesn't run at the best frame rate, which doesn't surprise me much, but that's fine. It looks good. Like, it definitely pulls off its intention correctly. Oh, these look like some guys I don't want to deal with.
I don't care about your
Oh my
political
God.
differences. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Sir.
Just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
What happened? Forget your son. What happened to your face?
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father
Is this crossing
united
over
the
with my other
descendants of
playthrough?
Royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Is that the word?
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my
Interesting.
specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Weird.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks
Oh.
have run this city since the police burned
I see.
Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak
Visions,
to about
visions.
visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing.
Yes, he does look like a monkey.
Let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have
He's
you got to
something.
lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Horrifying is the word, maybe.
You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to
Interesting.
know more about what happened to Albert.
Tell me words.
Did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling
Yes, sir.
and go see for yourself.
Tell me where it
Where's the
is.
house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Okay. Alright, Ethan.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, you...
Okay. Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. Interact with objects, people, combine clues in your mind palace, and take photos. A white frame in the camera. We knew that. Read evidence closely to identify important locations. And pin it on the map to plan your route. Let me see. Okay, so let's go to the casebook real fast. It does. Let's see. Let's go to the Mime Palace. Huh. Okay, there's the map. I guess this is where we're going. He said... Yeah. You're all good, man. Did... He said left, right? Yes, I think this is it down here. Yeah, here we go.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Huh.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Is there anything else?
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
There's a note. Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in the caves. Or in that cave. Professor Unreadable. I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on. Unreadable, and the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father, Unreadable, he's here. Huh. Okay. Alright, so that's all evidence here. I'm glad that it tells me that. Otherwise, I'd spend way too long. Should I load that? Probably. There's more to... Okay. Oh, I see, I see. So it lights up green once I've gotten everything. That's really helpful, actually.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
I've said everything I know.
He looks familiar, does he not? Interesting. Oh. So this is our first mystery, I guess. Was to find his son. Huh. Yeah, this does not look fantastic. There's more tentacly goodness. Let's see, is there anything this way maybe?
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Interesting. Shell casings, gunpowder, helpful stuff. And
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Let's see. Okay, I think we have to go up.
It would take tremendous effort to move
Good
this
God.
thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Everyone in this town is an asshole.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Let me see.
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after
I'm interested to meet an Innsmouther.
I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Let me see. I heard all the games Stray plays all the time. I like Call of Duty and Apex, but man, I feel that. Yeah. Yeah, we played with Stray earlier. I think he said he had to go somewhere, so I went ahead and decided to change over.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul.
Yeah, I like playing games like
Lewis.
this.
We were here.
I get bored
is
with
our
only
house.
shooters.
Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son.
Huh.
He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and, okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just
Sounds about right.
dreams.
Sounds
Brown
about
streaks,
right.
A sleeping giant,
Huh.
a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Let me see.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. K is our Lord.
Yeah, that
our
sounded
life,
right. Well, you
our
keep
love.
taking their
Sorry.
name in vain.
No. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal.
Oh,
who
rain
saved
sounds
everything.
good.
And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son.
Bring
got.
this heat down a little.
Starting to suspect the worst.
Apparently, I had something on my face. Sorry.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. K, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me?
Absolutely.
Did I kill Paul? Or, K, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Alright. New Mind Palace clues. Will Hammond's testimony. He just went straight from relatively together to, like, not even kind of together. Oh, yeah, I feel that. So we got his testimony. We got Robert's request. Oh, it's just pinned. And Mine Palace. One fisherman is missing. Dang it. Albert returned unstable. Fisherman suffered a sudden psychotic outbreak after Albert Throgmorton regained consciousness. Spread hysteria around him, which made everyone suffer. Interesting. Okay, so those combined. Okay, nothing there.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Clearly.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I can barely recognize the face
Oh, good
of the poor
God.
fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
I'm sorry, but what? We're having a moment here.
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Huh. Should I be photoing this? I don't... That was weird. Mind's Eye. Whoa. Oh. What? Oh, so I think that's his son. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and your vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Okay, mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Huh. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Take this, ape face.
Okay, well, he was shot.
Yeah, run!
And then someone went out the door. What else have we got here?
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Alright, so that's gotta be one.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face.
And then someone fleed, right?
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay. Key evidence collected. Okay, so it says investigate the main case reveals clues for your mind palace. Basically. Let me see. Combine pairs of relevant clues to get evidence. Crucial information for the case is added to the case book. Deductions explain nuances of the case. They are displayed in the mind palace. Some deductions can be interpreted differently and can lead to different conclusions. Discover all possible conclusions to fully understand the case, but it is up to you how to solve it. Okay. So our case book is here. House brawl. Fisherman brought unconscious Albert Throgmorton to his house and left. When Albert woke up, he caused an outburst of hysteria and attacked the rest of the fishermen. One of the fishermen shot him and Albert fled through a hole in the wall. I'm guessing that's the guy that's, like, face is all screwed. Dangerous and pose a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Innsmouther, Lewis, and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Oh, nope, we aren't done yet. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Okay. Cool. So, follow the omens. Mind's Eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them and to find new evidence. Okay. Do you want to look around in here a little bit longer? Why? Is there anything else to find here, maybe? Possibly? It would seem that way. Maybe not. Nothing else hidden through here? Okay, well that doesn't seem ominous or weird at all.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
See, the thing is that there's still something missing here. And I want to make sure that I get it all.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Here's another one of those. But what is...
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Maybe not. Oh, wait.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
I found that. Can we talk to you again? Nope.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Yeah.
Nope.
I still hear those voices.
Okay. That did nothing. Figured it was worth a try. That said, we've got this deal going on. Sounds like Josh, only Josh is a little deeper. Okay.
shoot Albert. Even let off a few shots.
Huh. We got a new Mind Palace clue. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Alright, so he took off this way.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating.
No,
when he
not
said
only
he was
from
too
you.
strong.
Everyone knew. Everyone. They all have this mark. Got some metal scrap. And, oh,
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest, Peter.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Okay. I want to check everything here. Got some gunpowder. Nothing there. There's steps up, but they don't go anywhere. Okay, more blood. Let's get that flashlight on. Interesting. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken in with a shot or melee attack. Okay. I'm assuming there's going to be a crafting component that I'm made aware of at some point. Do we have anything to... Yeah. Nice. Let's go ahead and bring the gun out. Holy shit. Okay. That was a thing. You're very dead, my guy.
One fatal round through the forehead.
Oh,
That's no
jeez.
accident. This was deliberate.
What the junk?
One fatal round through the forehead.
That's
no accident.
something.
This was deliberate.
It's another one of those things. I love that, like, he's not even gonna comment on it. Alright. So we've got stuff in the Mind Palace here. Bloodstained note. Torn piece of jacket. Albert was murdered. Alright, so the bar owner was indebted to Lewis. Let me see. Okay, so Lewis the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Wait. So we're thinking maybe he chased him down with a gun and then somehow it was turned around on him? Is that how we're going with this? Because his father definitely doesn't like the Innsmouthers. That didn't feel great. Not bad, not bad.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What?
Creepy.
I don't have all day.
Awful.
Some
Weird.
unusual
Funky.
creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr.
A
Reed.
wild beast.
I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Good
Yeah.
night.
I learned that firsthand.
Try
Take
to
it easy,
avoid
Em.
them when possible, and when you can't, keep
Have a
your
good one.
weapons handy.
Sleep well.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him
Listen, dude.
back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
We'll see.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
One that's still in the middle of the investigation,
him, I'll tell you.
asshole.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirt bag and I'll help you with anything you need.
Just for the week, I don't regret no sleep tomorrow. Like, every night I won't be the same. I'm terrible at sleep. It's really giving me the impression that there is something else here.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
But I'm not sure what it could be. Ooh, unless there's like something behind. I just want to be thorough.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Choo choo.
Interesting that it lets me reloot. Yeah, I'm usually up till, oh god. It's 12:03 right now. It's not unusual for me to be up till like 6 a.m. because I'm a monster. Okay. So there's definitely more evidence around this area. Oh, but I almost would bet you that I have to go and investigate the Innsmouther first. I'm gonna go check this knife real fast though. Not the knife, the locket. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything on that.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Did I miss anything? No.
Never.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
There we go. All evidence collected. I knew I was missing something. Okay. Let's go find this, let's see. Lewis may be at the bar. I guess I should probably... So the bar is gonna be... Do I know where the bar is yet? I started at... You jumped in fairly early, so yeah, somewhere around that. Okay, I'm relatively certain I haven't found the bar's location yet, though. So what I should do is get to my boat, maybe go and drop off my shit. If I can figure out how the heck to get to it. It's definitely not this way. Probably gotta walk around this back direction here. But I guess like I could end that whole... What the hell are those? I don't know that I want to know. Under the keel bar. Exit. There we go. So I guess I gotta deal with this first. I thought that was trying to let me know there was something there.
Oh. Hey. Got a spare bullet, fella?
That's
Ain't
right.
eaten in days. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Got a spare bullet, fella?
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this
Huh.
darn port closure.
Are you eating or... There we go.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Rude. This is how we make money.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around.
Just sound a little like Josh, doesn't he?
Never encountered.
It just depends.
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows
I'm
what they
usually
are.
off by about
Consider yourself lucky to still be
rarely later than
alive
3
in the
a.m.
flood.
and it's 12:09. This one may be a little shorter just because I plan on uploading this tomorrow.
For us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here.
Oh, I see.
Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
Jesus.
Bye.
Okay, we got the bartender's key. Is there anything I can deal with here? I guess that marks doors that I can open. Is there like a... There might be...
Come closer, troubled soul.
Ma'am, your eyes are horrifying.
Tell you what your future holds.
Good God.
You're some kind of fortune teller.
By the way,
Yes, my dear. Yes.
if anyone's hanging out and hasn't hit that follow button, make sure you hit that follow button.
So clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
I don't know if anything I just said made any sense or if it was all muffled and gross.
Really? Like what?
Do tell.
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things.
Oh, I don't want to give you
For
my
a
bullets,
small
lady.
fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Yikes. Yeah, we'll give you
Let's
one.
hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out
It's so good.
soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
That's funny. Oh my gosh. She do sound crazy. I'm wondering how this is going to stack against Call of Cthulhu for me.
Get the... Oh.
Everyone's so angry. They're like making us wait before they show us an actual Innsmouther.
Hey, who are you?
Oh my
What
God.
are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Ugh,
Ooh.
that darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Fair.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies
Oh my gosh.
by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill.
Huh.
No warning, no second
Hey,
chances.
Tim.
You pursued Albert
Absolutely.
even after he fled.
Absolutely,
Why?
I do.
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Huh.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers
Yeah,
and
for sure, man.
Throckmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable.
He reminds me
We
of
needed
someone.
jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb
Oh
of
my
bread.
gosh.
And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't myself.
You mentioned a grand family.
I should stop.
What do you
Like,
So you're a
I'm not even
newcomer,
tired.
huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun.
You have wood bullet.
Answer the
Quit acting
question.
all high and mighty.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes.
There's
Now
that
most
word.
of the Blackwoods are gone. There's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I won't tell him. Everyone seems to agree there's been an outbreak of madness around these parts. I'm inclined to believe you fell victim to it too. Plus, it seems heartless to tear apart a family after what you've been through already.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
As soon as I
That
kind of
said,
get this
court's
solved,
still
I'm probably calling it
closed.
for the evening.
What will you do?
Hide here, I guess. Don't have a choice. The streets are flooded with police.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton. Leave as soon as you can.
Thank you again, sir. I won't forget this.
Okay. Casebook. Found Lewis Flynn, the Innsmouther fisherman that killed Albert Throgmorton, hiding at the local bar in the port. He admitted that he was at the crime scene. Can't remember how exactly he killed Albert Throgmorton. He claims that he was under mental influence, but just like the other fishermen of the house, that he was not in control of himself. He asked me not to give him up to Throgmorton. I can either reveal Lewis's whereabouts to Robert or save him and lie to Robert. Well, Robert seems like a real prick, so I'm inclined to let him go here. Okay, so Lewis was aware of his actions. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert. Mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. I think we're going with that. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions, and thus he can't be blamed for Albert's death. Could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. Okay, so I guess these just didn't go anywhere. Okay. When... I try and play a mix. It's been a lot of Apex here lately, partially because like I've had a hard time building up the confidence and thinking people want to watch this stuff, but I think it's probably clear that people want to see it, so I'm gonna be a little bit more into checking some of this stuff out. Skills. Do I have any? No, no points. Casebook. So let's light the ape man.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. And they tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beasts. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I
Interesting that he doesn't want to see the body.
Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I mean, there's been a lot of crazy flooding.
Flood and this madness of the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
I bet this gets real crazy down the line. Let me see.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, sleeping giants, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Who could that be?
Exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
you mention the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found
Yeah, sure thing.
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week. Then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I
Sounds like
you're as interested in the expedition's results
whatever's
as I
causing the
am.
madness wanted him dead.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton.
Jeez.
I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
That'll be helpful.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. So that's our first case solved. Alright, so what I think I should do is, well, first of all, when the hell did I get a revolver? First aid and... what is some of this stuff? Antipsychotics, shot powder for antipsychotics, keep your mind clear when you need it, ignore the side effects list. Standard army issue first aid kit. Okay. So let's get through this whole deal and hopefully find our way to the hotel. That was pretty neat, the whole process of like having us kind of solve a small mystery there to get us kind of boosted into the idea of how the game works. Odd. Right. How's it going, Brave? Jesus. Okay. Nothing major. Nothing major. Pressure will be formed between phone booths. That's good to know. Because I hear the boat mechanic can get a little tiresome. Because like you'll have to get in it and then only go like very like short distances and then get out, right back out. Oh, there we go. Oh, so it just zoomed us straight to the... Why would it even tell me where the boat was if it was just going to do that?
Never again, they say.
Huh. Wait, is that a sobriety coin? What? All that we see or seem, it's just a dream within a dream.
Never again, they say.
Weird. Where are we on the map? Yep, it just zoomed us right in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. Get this kind of edited down and uploaded. As well as some food, because I have not eaten well today at all, which sucks. But, oh gosh. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you're following if you haven't hit that follow button already. And I want to go host someone. This is not something we have done in a while, so I've not been able to. Who's live right now? Hey, Pudge is up. Right? Let's make sure here. Yeah, he sure is. Alright, let's go host Pudge. If I can remember. Here we go. I think that's right, and I'm gonna call it here. Take it easy, guys. Later.